Morning traders, and this is your Dow Jones review for today. So yesterday the close above, well, both the levels I was looking at actually happened, and we even got a close above a third level, which was this fractal here. So it was quite a mammoth day yesterday. So starting to wonder whether this wedge that I had drawn in is even something we need to be worried about. I think at this stage this is a close above. I'd need to see another fractal so we can get a different level, but at this stage we're breaking above that. So I think the bottom trend line is, or diagonal trend line is definitely in on the daily. We may just be looking for a place to form a channel and then pull back. Okay, well, we're not getting the pullbacks we need to get in, but we are getting opportunity to get in. So you can see there was a pullback. It was just before, well, 3 hours before the market closed, that we came back to test the level, and we also had this pullback after the rally. Okay, so that's why I say these levels, important to have your levels drawn in, and then watch what happens. You can see on the hour here, we've got a pin bar off a level, so decent trade would be a break above the top of that 1 hour pin bar with a stop below it, and there you had your trade. Okay, so when we did the video yesterday, we were sitting over here, and I said you wait for the pullback, pointless chasing it here, there was a pullback, and then second pullback. And now what you're looking for is another level to come and test. And I don't see one that we've broken through. We may see something different on the 3 hour. Nope. But you can see 3 hour fractals on the inside are definitely areas that you always need to be paying attention to. Okay, I just want to move to the left just to see if there's anything else. I think what we can do is maybe just adjust that slightly. Move that level up onto there. There are the next levels. Kind of we're above that at the moment, so let's bring the third one up. Okay, there's my inside tail there. Okay, so those are the levels I'm looking at. I don't want one more. There is one more here. I don't really want to go too far away from where price is now, otherwise you just get yourself worked up for no reason. Okay, so I think the point is we're in an area of congestion at the moment. Oscillators also agreeing. It is also the end of the week, so don't be too surprised if you see some sideways motion or a move to the downside. So either it's going to be consolidation or we're going to get a pullback to close the week off. So looking at the week, we've got another green bar, which would be very interesting because that's our follow-up bar based on this engulfing pattern here. And there is a Brooks gap pretty much over here. Okay, so if we now start looking at the different levels that are here, this level, if I just get my mouse on it, 28914, sorry, 26914, which is pretty close to the previous high. That's the level we should be watching for this week. So a close up on that would be nice, but I think you'll get some selling off there or some profit taking there as people stay out of the market for the weekend. Okay, so for me today, quite simple. I mean, we've made some good money this week with the longs. So I think pretty much going to watch this level to the upside. And you can see how that was tagged and we started selling off it yesterday. And we don't have, I think this level I am going to eliminate at the moment. We're going to come to the hour. We don't really have a level on the hour, but we have one down there. So those are kind of, at the moment, the fractals on the hour that we need to pay attention to. But I think for this trade today, 12-15 minute chart is probably the best way to look at this, and then get your levels drawn in like that. Okay, I don't see, just make sure that there's no little gaps. There are one or two little gaps to the downside, so it is possible to break through. If we do break through this level here, this swing low from yesterday. That's 26,600. You can pretty much bargain on the height of this. It'll be a double top, so you can pretty much bargain on a move of 150 points to the downside. Okay, it is possible with profit taking, but if we do get some noise coming out from the politicians, it'll be very interesting, because then what we've got setting up here is pretty much just a range or a consolidation pattern. Last thing that I would be looking at, that's the one thing that I think that's probably the best one there. So that was the trend line that we had going into the close yesterday. So coming back to test that would be something that I'd be looking at as well. Okay, so still looking for longs, in other words, but looking for a bit of a deeper pullback to get in. And what I'm looking at the moment, it's looking like possibly a profit-taking day down to the bottom here, and then sort of hovering around here today, or moving to the downside, and then some news or data coming out this afternoon that's going to push us back to the upside. I just want to close off by going to the Ichimoku. Okay, not on the 12 minutes, that's kind of pointless, but looking at the hour, nothing really to worry about there. Trend is strong to the upside. Nothing really to worry about on the hour. 4 hour, we're a little bit far from Kijinsen and Tekinson, so you would expect a deeper pullback. And looking at the 4 hour, you're looking for a pullback somewhere around there. Okay, you've got flat Kijinsen as well, which is always an indication that the move to the upside is finished. We're waiting for some kind of consolidation or pullback before we rally again. And just for some interest, you see the pullback that we had here. So we broke through the cloud, pulled back into a consolidation pattern or flag off Kijinsen, and then back up. Okay, so just a point. When you're above the cloud, trend is up. Trade it accordingly. Okay, on the daily, this is where the fun and games are at the moment. So we have a crossover, which is a bullish signal. And it's a strong, because a crossover is in the cloud, it's stronger than a crossover below the cloud. Okay, obviously a crossover above the cloud is way more bullish. But at this stage, we've got a crossover in the cloud. We're at the top of the cloud. In other words, there is still resistance here on the daily. Okay, and if you look to the left, that's pretty much what's happening. You can see the resistance. We've got resistance there, we've got resistance there, we've got resistance there, resistance there. So there's a whole area here of resistance. Chiku span is not broken through price. That's this brown line. It hasn't come through price yet, and we don't have a twist. So it's not, on daily perspective, it's not a confirmation of a trend break. The only clue we have is that we've got a crossover here. So it is possible that we bounce to the downside here, sort of come with some sort of a pullback before we break through. Or alternatively, it is possible that we continue rallying up into this 26,924 area. But this is, as I said yesterday, this is a profit-taking area for me to wait and see what happens next. Okay, so that's kind of my view. Just want to finish off just back on the hour quickly with Ichimoku. Nothing really to write home about. So yes, yesterday you can see we just tracked Kijinsen and Tekinsen the upside, and you can see how we had the crossover here, we had a twist in the cloud, and we had Chiku span breakthrough price here, and those were three bullish signals with Kijinsen and Tekinsen pointing to the upside, and we pretty much rallied. We sort of hovered on top of the cloud here, and then we broke through with some news. Okay, anyway, so I think for now the upside move is a little bit limited. You may still have something like, still relatively big, it's 150 points. So for long as we're above Kijinsen and Tekinsen like this, the trend is up on the hour, and you can trade it. But that's why I'm saying to you, the swing low from yesterday is your line in the sand currently, because if you break below that, expect a move below keys and see back to the cloud. Okay, so you're going to come down to this area here. Okay, here we go, guys. Hope that helps, and hope you made some money this week, and we'll catch up with you later. Cheers for now.